How's it going, everyone? Boulder here. Today we're going to be looking at Rah'kau, an ancient warlord who comes from the same society as Iron Skull. And it's believed that Iron Skull's mask, which was passed down over generations, was originally inspired by this very guy right here. He was an immensely successful warlord, greatly honored, by some anyway, especially by his fellow warriors, who were also highly skilled and extremely dangerous. It took legions to finally, when he'd gotten older, defeat him and capture him, and legend has it that they ended up just killing almost all of his warriors and just left him to rot in prison. And as you can see, he's wearing some chains. Now, this is where the interesting part comes in. As I said, he was an ancient warlord, but he's actually alive right now. How this happened? Well, as you might have guessed, it's the Nameless One. And considering he has a connection to Iron Skull, therefore giving us a connection to the Splinter Clan. The Nameless One used his dark magic when they had finally found what remained of Rah'kau and his armor, and reanimated him. When he was reanimated, he decided to don the very chains that once held him in his prison. The cell which Rah'kau was held in was never used again, and his armor was just left in that cell as a reminder to that society that they finally beat him. But now he lives. So, let's go ahead and get a closer look at all the details on this figure. The feet that I used were actually heads from some of the Robo Riders and Slicers, and put the visors on there. And I've used this design before, except not with the visors on there, in combination with this Knight's Kingdom armor for the lower legs, and I just like how that looks. I just kind of like that design, and then adding the bit of the smoothness there with the visors kind of helped fit in better with the rest of the design, as compared to just having the exposed greebles that are under there. Back here we got the black Paraka legs. For the upper legs we got those trans purple armor plates with these double socketed bones, and a little bit of silver pieces, those little I guess kind of needle launchers that minifigures used for the Prince of Persia line. Now that we've gotten here to the torso, right here on the lower half of the body we've got a dragon head piece. As you can see, it's a piece I've been wanting to use for quite some time. Finally found a use for it. Hero Factory plate up here with some more details. And that chain, which is pretty cool that he's wearing the real chains that held him, because they're broken now, representing his freedom. And up here around kind of his collarbone, we got these silver spike-like pieces. I also use rubber bands there to hold them in place, and it works good. And as you may be able to tell, this is actually all built around a Ben 10 torso. So those ball joints that are up there in the mid section of the body, I suppose, well, got these plates connected to them. And up here we have some more silver plates and another purple. Now as for his arms, they are symmetrical. And yes, I did kind of cheat a little bit here using rubber bands to hold this silver piece on, but I felt that it looked better to have those there to kind of match up with the lower leg armor. Silver plate here, all that stuff. Another one of those little needle launcher pieces. As you may be able to tell, I use those a lot because it's a cool little piece, very unique, and adds detail to these relatively smooth CCBS plates. And here's his giant, deadly-looking blade with a kind of a fist guard, in a way. Now his other arm, like I said, exactly the same as the other side. And I got the shield to connect on one of those T-pieces. A couple little droid hands, I guess you could call them, or those robot hands from Exoforce. And then his custom shield, which is huge and very strong. Another feature for his shield, down here there's these 3 spikes, which then he utilizes as another weapon. You certainly would not want to have to cross paths with this guy. And then as for his head, it's that neat silver mask with just a couple spikes. And he does have those red eyes. But there you go. Well, I think that's all I have for you guys. Thanks so much for watching the video. Feel free to let me know what you liked or disliked about the MOC down in the comment section below. And don't forget, I'll be having pictures of this guy up on my Facebook page if you'd like to see those. So you guys have a great day and happy Spooktober.